Yeah, what's up, buddy? CNR on FSR. And I do love that reference, Covino. Marty Jannetty jumping through the glass window of the barbershop.
It's a good one. I remember that one.
Of course.
I remember.
How could
That's
one
Rich
forget?
Davis. How could one possibly forget? Covino and Rich, we're bi-coastal. Don't tell my dad. I'm live from New Jersey, actually visiting my dad, visiting family. Rich Davis on the west side. Together we form the world-famous Covino and Rich Show, broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio.
Well, let's crack into a nice little can of coffee as if I need it.
You crack into it, I'm going to snap into it. Oh, yeah. Again, check us out on the iHeartRadio app, wherever you stream, and let's be rocking out. You can stream us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Catch all the Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7. New and improved iHeartRadio app. Search Fox Sports Radio, and you have us number one on your preset, just like you do on your car stereo. So, again, Steve Covino, Rich Davis. Hope you had a nice weekend. Not a MLB Bristol Motor Speedway sort of weekend.
No, their version of the Fyre Festival. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. Luca celebrating with what boy bands? There was a moment in sports that I thought was awesome, but some are saying it was staged. But even if it was, is it still awesome? We'll play Last One Standing. We're going to get into a bunch of stuff. And today, an anniversary of one of the coolest baseball moments of our childhood.
Oh, can't wait. Sounds action-packed. And, of course, we try to get you involved, Fox Sports Radio Nation. 877-99 on Fox. That's the number, 877-99 on Fox. Or you can hit us up anytime on social media at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio. We got Danny G super producing, Iowa Sam on the ones and twos, Spotty on the videos, everything streaming on Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page. And can I throw a few little reminders out there, Rich, before we dive into it?
Let's go.
If you missed us
dive in.
Thursday,
Who are you, Greg Louganis?
No, Jacques Cousteau.
Okay, let's go.
If you missed us on Thursday and Friday, maybe you want to dive into our podcast. We filled in for Colin on The Herd. We came, we saw, we conquered, yeah. And we had a great broadcast. So if you missed any of that Thursday and Friday, I know you were in good hands with Monty and DB and everybody else, but search Covino and Rich wherever you stream and enjoy. And thank you if you joined us live. We appreciate it. And if you missed our bonus pod, Overpromised, episode 103, very controversial episode. Check it out on Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page.
Yes.
But it's good to be back. Had a nice weekend. It's good to be here in Jersey, gaining lots of weight, eating lots of pizza. And let's dive into it, like I said.
If you eat too much, you won't be able to fit into your Sydney Sweeney jeans you just got.
I know, and they're so good.
They're so genetically sound for you.
They're so great. I know.
By the
And
way,
that doesn't make
is-
me racist, does it?
That is the number one story that I don't know why it bothers me so much. I just feel like it's the last brain cell of people that have a problem with Sydney Sweeney and her genes, like as if genetics are a bad thing. Like you're telling me LeBron James doesn't have good genetics. DK Metcalf, Shohei Ohtani, Brad Pitt. You see Stamos over the weekend? Yeah, come on.
Seriously,
Genetics.
dude. I feel a little guilty now. I'm questioning, should I ever think she's hot again? Because if not,
man.
people are going to say I'm a Nazi. It's so weird.
It's terrible.
And you know what? We talk about that a little more on Overpromised, episode 103, Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page.
Yeah, well, you can put those people in the same moronic category as those that don't think Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA. So you'll hear all about it again on our pod.
It was a good one.
Yeah, buddy.
For free, bonus pod. Enjoy it. Send it to some friends, and let's keep everybody in line. Sydney Sweeney's hot, period. Now, you know what else is hot? Or as we've been saying over and over again, and in fact, this is why we have to talk about it now on Covino and Rich, because when we filled in for Colin, we let off Friday's show talking about baseball's popping. In fact, if we were doing a drinking game on Friday, starting the weekend early, we would have had a drink or do a shot at least 75 times. We said baseball's popping at least 75 times in the first 2 hours. Baseball's popping. Baseball's popping. We've been abusing, leaning into that. Baseball's doing everything right. Trade deadline. You got the Bristol Motor Speedway game. The superstars, bro. They're marketing. We were swinging, pun intended, from the
balls of Major League Baseball.
There you go.
And
from the Major League Baseballs. And when they're doing everything right, we're cheering. But when
Yeah.
they do something wrong, we also have to be consistent and bring it up. Because it seems like something that was supposed to be awesome just wasn't. And is it all Major League Baseball's fault? Yes, kind of, because they weren't prepared. But we can't let Mother Nature off the hook.
Yeah. I mean, the Bristol Motor Speedway game, Danny, I remember when you first sent me the overhead of what it looked like. I'm like, man, they fit a baseball field on that racetrack. Like, almost 100,000 people.
Very cool visual.
It looked
amazing.
Cool. No
like on
game.
the plus side, you have to remember the reasoning, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to do special events. They did the Field of Dreams game. They've done a few different games to bring more fun to the MLB. So this year they're doing the Bristol Motor Speedway, the first ever Major League Baseball game in the state of Tennessee. So everybody's a game of baseball, not horseshoes, game of baseball in the state of Tennessee.
Even Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, was there helping to open it up.
See?
Dude, not only Pitbull, 85,000 plus at the Bristol Motor Speedway. And it was really cool how they did it. But again, it was an unconventional field. It wasn't meant for proper drainage.
No.
They weren't expecting this much rain. And it rained, and it rained, and it delayed. And I don't know about you guys, but I was watching, and I felt so embarrassed and so sad for the fan. I felt embarrassed for MLB, even though it wasn't their fault.
Yeah.
But it was like this big event, and then rain was ruined. It's like rain on your wedding day. Isn't that ironic, don't you think? And I'm like, I feel so bad. And all the fans that went there with their kids and families for the first time ever, and it's raining, and it's delayed, and it starts, and it delays again. The field's not draining, and the glisten they kept talking about. The field is glistening. And I was listening, and I was embarrassed for the whole thing. It felt so bad.
And then they are able to pick up the game the next day. So it's already sort of a fail. But again, Mother Nature.
The deflated feeling of taking your family there and all the promotion that was involved in this game to then cancel it. And I understood they had to, but they canceled the game, and everyone has to go home with their umbrellas all sogging wet and mopey and probably consoling their kids because they maybe couldn't make it back the next day.
Well, then we saw on social media some fans complaining because they ran out of hot dog buns right away. So they were serving hot dogs without the buns. Ask Joey Chestnut about that. And then what was the other complaint, Rich? Nachos without cheese.
Yeah.
Without the cheese.
How you going to have nachos without cheese?
They had cereal without the milk.
That's called
ham
chips.
without the burger. Peanut butter, no jelly. So then they start getting criticized for not being prepared. And when you start talking about no buns, I'm out because COVINO and Rich love buns.
That is true. And they start comparing it to the Fyre Festival, which was the failed music festival from a couple years back.
That's taking it a little too far.
Where they were like, remember the gourmet food was like a cheese sandwich?
Yes.
Then they were
hold
sleeping
on.
in tents?
Just within the show, we were all tuned in to watch it. Did you watch it the next day? Because I didn't.
I did not, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. So how many people out of the 85,000 that were there, all excited, with their cotton candy and their hot dog in their hand? At least I hope that was a hot dog. How many do you think went back the next day? Was it as packed? From the footage I saw, it didn't look it.
I mean, I think overall it was a great idea.
It was.
But sometimes
rain
weather,
ruined it.
you're taking like, all right, how many times have you had a friend or, your buddy and his wife get married and they're taking a big chance? They're like, well, cocktail hours outdoors and I mean, if it rains, we'll try to squeeze everyone in the little reception area, but we're crossing our fingers. Those scenarios go wrong sometimes. And
So-
you hope they don't, but they do.
They do, and we call this when weather strikes because it ruined what was supposed to be a really big weekend for the MLB and all the fans in Tennessee that went to see the game. Bristol Motor Speedway. And again, is it all the MLB's fault? No, but they weren't prepared properly. So therefore, yes, but you can't control Mother Nature, and it really struck down in a big way. So was it a wedding? Was it a big party? Was it something that was special to you that was ruined because of the weather? Maybe a vacation? Because I got a story. I know Rich has a story, and we open it up to everybody at 877-99 on Fox.
Anyone that has any outdoor event has in their life taken the risk of like, man, I hope it doesn't rain that day. I mean, that's normalcy.
I also think that at least a good thing, if you want to take a positive out of it, is, again, it highlights the fact that hot dog buns are made in 8 and hot dog packages by some companies are 10.
Yes.
And so when you see the no buns hot dog, it kind of brings this topic back to the forefront on why some major corporations cannot just make packages of 8.
Unacceptable,
It
DB.
is.
I agree with you.
It's one of the biggest unspoken schemes.
It is.
In life.
And people don't realize that no scrubs actually was no buns, but then they changed it to scrubs later on. I bet you didn't know that, Covino.
I don't want no buns.
Yes, that's little known music fact.
Yeah. Man, so no buns, bad weather. Covino, I remember back in the day. Now, granted, it wasn't my real only reason to go there, but my wife and I went with another couple we were friends with.
Ooh, swinger action. I'm just keeping it sports related.
Oh, yeah. We went with another couple for a little double date weekend down to South Beach. And part of the agenda was to see LeBron James play for the Miami Heat when he was in his primo days, right? When the Heat was winning. And, it was, Dwayne Wade, Bosh, LeBron. And I said, you know what? Why don't we go see a Miami Heat game? And then we're in South Beach for the whole weekend. When I tell you that whole weekend, other than the 2 hours I was in the arena watching LeBron James, it was like a torrential downpour hurricane to the point where I feel like my wife and I just sat in like the hotel lobby for 3 days just having cocktails. Like, weather can ruin a trip. How many times have you looked at your weather app when you're headed to an island or something and you're like, oh.
Dude, I want you to play along at home. In fact, everybody, if you're in the car, you're on the iHeartRadio app, wherever you are, pull over to the side or at your next stoplight, or when you get home.
Pull over.
Pull out your phone. Pull out your phone right now. Rich, Danny, DB, Dan Byer on the updates, Sam, everybody pull out their phone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm heading to Orlando. I'm in New Jersey right now, visiting my family, celebrating my birthday week, and then I'm heading to Florida with my daughter on Wednesday, right? Wednesday night. Look up the weather in Orlando. And again, it's Florida. I get it. But please look at the forecast in Orlando for when I'm there later this week.
Do you mean the days where you're planning on being at an amusement park all day?
Everybody, take out your phone.
Yeah.
Pull out the weather. It's nothing but lightning and clouds and rain every day I'm there. And I get it. With tropical weather, sometimes it could be an afternoon shower, and then the rest of the day is beautiful, so you never know. But every single day,
It's
and
like
then on Monday,
it's like you're bringing it with you.
yo, dude, and then I leave on Monday, and you look at Monday, sunshine. Dude, it's ridiculous.
Oh, no.
And, dude, my daughter never has gone to Disney World. I'm trying to make this my last hurrah because she's going to be 16, and she's not going to want to hang with Dad anymore. So I'm like, I'm really going to make this a special daddy-daughter weekend. It's going to be great. She shows me the forecast. She's like, Dad, the weather's going to suck. And I feel like such an asshat now.
Well, you can't predict that.
Hey, and neither could the MLB. See what I'm saying? But it happens.
Yeah.
Mother Nature strikes. What's your story? 877-99 on Fox. I can't tell you. I'm not exaggerating. You'll see it later. If you look up the weather in Orlando next week, every day, showers, storms, every day except for the day I leave on Monday.
You don't have to be worried about getting wet on Splash Mountain.
Exactly. Like, how weak is that?
You'll be fine.
Electrocuted.
Yeah, and at least there's only 60% of the days that have thunder and lightning. So
Yeah,
you've got
see?
that. So the other 40%, you're just wet.
Yo,
You're just not
thank
going to be electrocuted.
Yo, DB, how many times, I feel like as a kid, that overcast, not sure if the baseball game's going to be played, was anxiety-ridden as a little kid. You're a golfer.
Like that misty feeling.
How many times have you been on the fence? Like, do I go? Do I not? Is the weather going to hold up? Like, golfing is a big thing because you're committing to hours on a course.
Yes. People plan trips in certain ways. I've thought about this a lot. Like, if you go to the mecca of all golf trips is you go play St. Andrews in Scotland, the home of golf. That's what I think anybody who loves the game would love to do. And I've thought about this, like, what are the odds that you get a perfect day in Scotland?
Scotland's very. I picture Scotland as overcast permanently.
Yes, with winds blowing, which is the defense of the golf course. But you're absolutely right. Like, you are at the mercy. And I've thought about this, whether it be golf or other stuff. I've thought about like you were talking about Miami. We're all bound to have bad vacations at some point, but you never ever going into them think it's going to be that one, and that's the disappointment of it. So I was thinking to myself, gosh, we're going to plan a vacation and it's going to stink at some point. Which one is it going to? Yeah, it absolutely is. But weather is a huge deal, especially when you're trying to play golf. But that's also part of the genius of it when I mentioned St. Andrews.
You're so right, because a lot of times people chalk up weather to like eye-rolly small talk, like, oh, the weather. But weather does play such a huge factor in your vacations, in sports. I'm going to take you back to the
only game ever played in Tennessee.
Yeah, and the only game ever played. Do you remember last year? I remember. You guys probably don't give a crap, but do you remember the last week of the season? The Mets and Braves were like tied for first place, and they had a 3-game series, and the whole thing was washed out. They had to do a doubleheader and all that. So, like, it could cramp sports. It could cramp a golf weekend. Imagine you get so little vacation. You're like, honey, we're going to Aruba, Mexico, Florida, and you finally have a chance away from the kids. You're picturing romance, sunny beaches, and you're sitting in a lobby watching a downpour. I think we've all been there one time, and if not, DB pointed out, then you're due.
Yes, it's going to happen one time or another, for sure.
Well, I felt so bad for everybody. I felt bad for the MLB, especially after we were just singing its praises, how MLB had done no wrong, and they're back in a big way. Now it's getting all this Fyre Fest stigma stuck to this game, and it makes me think of another story, Rich. You remember this story. It's my sister's, my girlfriend's sister and her husband went to Chichen Itza, and they went, no, not Chichen Itza, Peru. Come on, help me out. Peru, everybody.
Sam's our Peru expert.
Sam, Peru.
Peru.
What would you see in Peru, Sam?
I think you're good with Peru, Covino. I don't think you have to.
No, it's a famous landmark.
There once was a man from Peru.
No. Machu Picchu.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Right?
That is correct.
I said Chichen Itza, that's Mexico.
Is that a Pokemon my kid likes? Machu Picchu?
Oh, Machu Picchu.
Went
Thank
to
you.
Machu Picchu, but they went all out. And I don't know, maybe they went to Lake Titicaca. But they were going all out, right?
Yeah.
And they went all overboard, where they were so involved, and we're going to go to Machu Picchu and everything. And, dude, they went and got to the top of the mountain on an overcast, cloudy day. It was full-on fog to the point where they couldn't see their nose in front of their face. They couldn't see anything. You're going there to take pictures and sightsee. If there's any sort of inclement weather, however you want to say it, and there's fog and mist and rain, it could really put a damper on everything.
No doubt.
So that's what happened this weekend.
Our buddy Mauser hit us up, and he goes, all our friends from the West Coast flew into Kentucky for the Derby. We had a whole day planned. They dressed to the nines, and they were underneath cheap-ass ponchos all day. One of the derbies over the last couple of years was just disgusting. So that's
misery.
It's inevitable that it'll happen.
Anytime you have to bust out a goofy-ass poncho like that at a game or a vacation, it's like Mother Nature was not on your side. The gods were against you, and that's exactly what happened. When weather strikes, and it did this weekend at the Bristol Motor Speedway, wah, wah. And I would love to get this stat. If we could call our friends at the Elias Sports Bureau, or Danny G, if you could look this up. Maybe Dan Byer knows, because he knows all. 85,000 plus showed up that first day. How many showed up the second day? Because when I saw some of the highlights, it looked a little sparse. It didn't look as packed as it did the day before.
Yeah, they only have the listed attendance as 91,000, so I don't know if that's taken from the previous day.
It was,
no, you know what it is? That was
Yeah.
the first day,
So-
and then 11, and then only 6,000 showed up the next day.
Yeah, they're not showing any listing for Sunday's attendance.
See, because it looked weak. It's so sad, dude. I felt so bad about that.
They had an off day. Did they have an off day? Was scheduled? Because it was something like that. Like you have to kind of plan for rain.
Yeah.
They do it at the beginning of the year, so I don't think that they were scheduled to play on Sunday. I will say this, Covino, specifically with I'm sure Orlando may not be top 3 of the places you'd like to go, but there are times when you go on a vacation that you aren't necessarily looking forward to. It turns out better than you expected. So that is the other side of the coin from what we're talking about.
True.
So as you go in thinking that the forecast is going to be bad, you could have an entire break and it could make the day that much better.
Sometimes it shocks you. I mean, not that we were going to play Let's Look at the Weather, but you remember a couple weeks ago, Covino, I was in New York with my family,
Yeah.
leading up to that week, every day, including the day when I was bringing my kids to Citi Field to see the Mets for the first time, that whole week said rain in New York, and somehow last minute it just sort of went around. So, maybe you get lucky, man. But again, we've all been
Maybe
on.
if I pray really, really hard, I could have fun on the teacups.
Well,
at the end of the week.
on How I Met Your Mother, Ted prayed for rain and it happened. Maybe you pray for rain and it doesn't happen. We'll see.
That's right.
But yeah, no, weather plays a factor. And it's an interesting thought. I wonder how many crucial games were the result of a day they weren't supposed to happen. And I only know this one, obviously, because I'm a Mets fan. But you remember 86, Game 6, obviously gets by Buckner. The famous Mookie Wilson ball goes under Bill Buckner's legs.
Of course.
That was Game 6. Everyone thinks, is that when the Mets won the World Series? No, that was Game 6. Game 7 was scheduled for the next day, and it was rained out. That Game 7 was pushed back a couple days. So the reality is, at that time, apparently the sentiment was, all right, well, the Red Sox got a break because they get a chance to sort of mentally reset. Mets still won Game 7, but a lot of times, a crucial game will be postponed, and you don't realize, what would have happened.
Well, props again to Eli White. He hit 2 home runs, and the Braves beat the Reds 4-2. Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll get the rest of your stories.
Do you run it back? Do you run it back again, knowing that the attendance was there? It was just some missteps. You got to run that back, right?
Yeah.
I think you do. Yeah. I thought the potential was there. I thought it looked great. I thought it was amazing how they built that field.
Just have a drainage system.
Yeah, I know. They got to be better prepared there. But, we talked about how even the Savannah Bananas have pushed the entertainment factor up for the MLB. The fact that they were able to pull a crowd of 85,000 plus, that's
cool.
Insane. How did they not?
Yeah, no doubt. All right, well,
so
that's
maybe a big learning lesson, Rich.
That's Covino doing it live from Jersey today. I'm on the West Coast, so Covino and Rich, we're taking all your feedback. I see the phones are hot, so let's get to them. 877-99 on Fox, and of course at Covino and Rich. We'll get to all your feedback next, right here on Monday on Fox Sports Radio. Now, from searching online to asking your friends and fam, there's lots of ways you could get jobs. But what if your team of experts were on hand to help you find the right role? Well, that's what you're going to get at Express Employment Pros. The office is a one connection to endless job opportunities. With just one application, they can help you find the job at a company that fits your needs. So visit expresspros.com.
And as always, Express never charges job seekers a fee. With more than 870 locations, there's an office nearby ready to help you. Express knows when local companies are hiring, even for jobs that may not be posted yet. So Express offers benefits and competitive pay, and in just one interview, they're prepared. MLB not so prepared. They're prepared to present you to multiple companies that fit your needs.
Go to expresspros.com. Get started and discover for yourself what it's like to have support in your job search. You could also start your job search through the Express Jobs app. Download it today. Search jobs, apply, and contact your local Express team.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture. We talk about sports. We talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio.
It's like rain when you're going to Disney World. And then Animal Kingdom, then MGM Hollywood Studios, then Epcot, and just rain, rain, rain.
Rain, rain, go away. Come
It's
back.
like rain when you're going to Bristol Motor Speedway with 85,000 other people and it ruins the whole time.
Yeah,
Think of all the little kiddies, Rich, so pumped to get their little special Speedway jerseys and their little hot dogs. They're all excited, and they had to sit there in the rain for hours, bro. And again, is it all baseball's fault? No, but if we're going to sing its praises all the time, we have to point out the fact that they were unprepared for this, and hopefully a learning lesson, because it looked dope, but this is something we call when weather strikes, but we have more to get to.
You know when weather struck in the world of football? Luckily, I think football lucked out. The one Super Bowl that was outdoors in a cold weather climate recently. Remember the one Super Bowl in New York at MetLife?
Yeah.
They lucked out that it was okay. That could have been a disaster. Do you remember the Super Bowl in Dallas, Texas? Where, of course, it's indoors, but it snowed that week, and everyone in the town was unprepared, meaning all the guests, all the fans, the media. We were trying to get around Dallas,
Texas.
Texas.
Like an ice storm,
and it was
wasn't
an ice storm.
People were slipping and falling.
Dude, no one knows how to drive. They didn't have the trucks with the salt. It was a disaster.
Well, do you guys also remember it was the one Super Bowl championship that Peyton Manning won with the Colts taking on the Bears, and that was in Miami, and that was a wet one. Yeah, that was a wet one.
Yeah,
was that where Prince also performed? So we had rain for the halftime show, rain for the game. It was an okay game.
It made it cool, though. It made it cool in the rain.
Well, the halftime
memorable
show,
for sure, but that doesn't mean it's always great.
Yeah.
We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, the bi-coastal Covino and Rich. Word on the streets, by the way, is we're going to be filling in a lot for the Dan Patrick Show next week. But happy to be here. So
it's no longer word on the streets. The boss just texted us. Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So plan accordingly, crew. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Instead of the hat trick, that's 4. That's a haul. So we got the DP haul next week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then back on Friday. So next week, join us early in the morning. How about that?
So happy to be here with you today. Hope you had a nice weekend. And now we go to your phone calls. Again, when weather strikes, 877-99 on Fox, at Covino and Rich. Super producer Danny G, who we got?
Let's start with Taylor in Illinois.
Yo, what's up, Taylor?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Hey, I just wanted to share a story that I had. Me and my wife, we planned our wedding for a few months, and it was in Myrtle Beach. And it was coming up right to our wedding, and we saw a hurricane coming into Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and the hurricane's name was Matthew, and my wife's father's name was Matthew. And I'm like, is Mother Nature trying to tell me something here?
What's
like,
going on here?
Stay away.
And so my wife was calling our wedding planner and like, is there anything? Are we all good still for our date? And she's like, oh, we're just having a hurricane, but you're all good.
Dude, let me tell you, we've all convinced ourselves. A lot of times when misfortune happens, what do we like to say? Oh, it's good luck. It's a great way to brainwash yourself. Rain on your wedding day, bird poops on your head. Oh, those are all good luck things.
Yeah, right.
Just twist it, Covino.
So you're wiping the poop off your head.
Good luck. Where do you want to go? Let's say hi to Mike and Indy.
Yes, sir, Indy.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, guys, how's it going?
We're good, man. Baseball's been doing all the right things, but they got some bad luck this past weekend. I mean, that Bristol Motor Speedway thing, you know how it is. Like drainage at a field, unless it's a professional field, it was doomed.
Yeah. Well, I got a great story for you. Last year at the Indy 500, it was raining at start time, but my buddy had a camper. He scored a spot right outside the gate, entrance gate. So we all hung out there under the canopy while it was raining. We all grilled out, drank beer all day. Turned out to be the greatest rain delay of all time.
Yeah.
I love that.
Nice.
Sounds
now,
fun.
I don't remember the full story, and thank you, man. Again, there's a lot of memorable moments thanks to the rain. In fact, you know, one of the guys we're going to talk about later, Robin Ventura, would always put on a show. Remember he did the Mike Piazza thing in the rain, and the rain delays and all that stuff.
Every bloopers video from the 80s showed players sliding on the tarp.
Yeah, seriously. No, for real. But wasn't the story from the 99 Woodstock, all the mud and all that stuff having to do with the rain that was involved there? Like, remember they were throwing so much mud, and it was mud and
the people thought it was mud that they were sliding in.
And then people thought it was mud
Yeah.
they were sliding in, and then they ran out of water. Like, you know, the whole weather was it made that whole experience even more of a disaster.
Yeah. Want to take one more call?
Yeah. Steve in Florida says he has Disney World advice for you, Cove.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hello, how are you?
What's up, man?
I've been living in Florida for a long time, but the best thing that can happen is to have some rain when you and your daughter get to Disney, because what you do is you buy those $2 ponchos, put them on, have a bag that's got a couple of towels in it, and if it's not pouring, the whole place empties out, and you get to go run through all the rides in lickety-split time. My daughter and I did it. She was 9, and we made 9 rides inside of an hour and 15 minutes.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, and I appreciate
It's not
your
all bad
positive
then, Steve.
spin. Thank you so much. But you know what, Steve, the best dad in the world did? Me. I went and bought all those lightning passes already, and they're not cheap. So what happens if that is the case? I thought all about this, man.
You spent $500 to cut a line that's not existent.
Those are
Exactly.
lightning and thunder passes now.
Yeah, exactly. I bought the scattered shower passes by mistake.
Hey-o.
So thank you, man. We'll keep you posted on that. But I hope everybody had a decent time on the next day, even though they didn't have any buns. And I know having no buns is sad. So yeah,
Got soggy buns. That's all you got.
Soggy buns. The only one that wants those are Joey Chestnut. All right.
You had soggy buns last week, Rich, when you were
Rich
coming
dated
from
a girl
the,
with soggy buns.
Universal Studios there.
Soggy buns. I do want to talk about, there's a bunch we're going to get to today. I want to, after we go to DB for an update, today's an anniversary of one of the most legendary moments in the last 50 years of baseball, and we'll get to it. It has to do with a guy you mentioned, Robin Ventura. But we'll get to that after DB's update. What's going on, Dan Byer?
Hey, Dan.
I'm wondering if that history happened in a ballpark that I was familiar with. I'm curious. We shall see. I don't got a lot of baseball to tell you about, but a bunch of stuff in football, including in the college game. Preseason coaches poll is out. The Texas Longhorns are the preseason #1 squad. They'll open the season at #2 Ohio State. The defending national champions will host the Longhorns on Saturday, August 30th. Rest of the top 5 is Penn State at 3, Georgia at 4, and Notre Dame in at #5. The Indianapolis Colts listed both Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson as first-team quarterbacks on their depth chart, saying Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson. Jaguars released a depth chart that had a bit of a twist to it. Travis Hunter, second-team corner, first-team wide receiver for the second overall pick from Colorado. His teammate at Colorado, Shedeur Sanders, returned to practice today for the Browns after missing time with a sore shoulder, but fellow rookie quarterback Dylan Gabriel sat out practice because of tightness in his hamstring. BetOnline says the Bills right now are the new favorite at 5-1 to win Super Bowl 60. Speaking of the Bills, running back James Cook remains a hold-in as he wants a new contract. The 2026 men's and women's NCAA basketball tournaments will remain at 68 teams. Talk still going on to possibly expand in 2027. And the Spurs and guard De'Aaron Fox agreed to a 4-year max extension worth $229 million. Guys, back to you.
DB.
Hey, Dan Byer, I don't have much baseball to talk about either because I don't know what the hell the Yankees are playing. I don't know what you call that. I've never seen more mental mistakes by one team. I never saw an entire team catch the yips at the same time, but the mental errors have been disgusting to say the least, and I've never seen anything like what happened this past weekend when every new acquisition was part of the blunder when they lost 13-12.
Does everyone know that? Because you might just know Covino more so because you're a Yankees fan. Of the people the Yankees got at the trade deadline,
it was insane.
Every one of those newly acquired players gave up a home run immediately or made a blunder in the field. Like it was wild to think like all these guys just got the yips putting on the pinstripes.
The Yankees got 4 new acquisitions. Bird let up a grand slam. Then Bednar comes in. This champion lets up a 2-run home run. Then Doval lets up the game-winning hit. And then Caballero comes charging in for the play at home, and the ball gets by him, and they lose the game.
Man.
They lost. They got swept by Miami. It was the most atrocious thing I'd ever seen.
Well,
horrible.
Your Yankees are stinking. By the way, Dan Byer brought up some QB stuff in the NFL. Indianapolis still making it very unclear. Is it Daniel Jones or Richardson? Did you see the graphic, DB, that ESPN posted, the quarterback tracker of the Browns? How they showed the production of all 4 guys so far.
Is it like the Domino's pizza tracker?
Similar to the pizza tracker. But as far as like attempts Gabriel has the most attempts throughout the 9 practices. They've gone through combine and practices combined, and right now Shedeur Sanders has the most productive stats. But you talk about practice stats.
Well, he hasn't gone against the ones at all. He's the only quarterback that up to a certain point hadn't practiced against the first-team defense. So I don't want to say that I would hope, but the numbers are a little bit misleading.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not following the Browns as close as other teams, but in history, there's always been a sentiment of like, all right, veteran, rookie, young guy, is he ready? I don't know if we've ever seen something where there's so many potential people that could get the job. It's usually like, is the veteran going to hold the place until the rookie's ready, or is the new guy, is it a quarterback battle between a newly traded guy and a veteran? You're talking about 2 drafted quarterbacks, 1 Super Bowl winner who's way past his prime but still effective, and then throwing Kenny Pickett.
Especially in a league where a lot of teams are only having 2 active quarterbacks. The emergency quarterback now plays in, but when you're looking at rosters, here's the other crazy thing. You actually kind of have another team doing it with the Giants because you have Wilson and Winston. Drafted Jackson Dart, but Tommy DeVito is still there. So, it's not common. You're right about that.
DB, I mean, this is just speculation, but you know how the NFL at some point we realize will go to 18 games? There's a sentiment that if they go to 18 games and there's roster manipulations, that teams will eventually carry 1 additional quarterback. I've heard people speculate that would probably, if you're playing 18 games, 2 bye weeks, it's a little longer. The idea of 3 quarterbacks moving forward in the future doesn't sound crazy.
And I think that the NFL rules really prohibited quarterback development. And so when you have 60-some quarterbacks play, you really didn't do a good job of protecting that position when you only have so many spots. And so they've changed the rules over the last couple of years, at least with practice squad and other spots to allow that position to get more attention.
So what you're saying is the Giants and the Browns are just ahead of the trend.
Yeah, essentially. You can look at it, or the bottom of the barrel, or ahead of the trend. Who knows? I know we got a break, but around the room real quick. Do you think, thumbs up or down, will all 4 of those quarterbacks take a snap in a regular season game this year?
No.
No, I don't think so. No.
No, you don't think all 4? I'm gonna say yes. I feel like something will happen.
They had 5 or 6 a season or 2 ago, like in the same season.
If they're struggling, they're going to try anything. All right, we got more Covino and Rich. We are doing it live from the Fox Sports Radio. More next, right here. It's Monday.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar? Yeah. Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. Take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate your show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate.
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during
can't.
a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
COVINO and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes. I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes. All right.
Oh, no.
Here we are. Rocking like a hurricane. COVINO and Rich with Danny G, Iowa Sam, Dan Byer. Spots on the videos. Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page. Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And it's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. With his second home run of the day. We've been talking about it, Rich, this whole hour. At the Speedway Classic, Eli White finally put the rain-soaked baby to bed.
Righty brings it. Eli smashes another one. Back to the wall. This one flies. How about some more horsepower from Eli White? It's a solo homer. Fire up the pace car. It's 4-2 Braves.
Well, that was courtesy of the Braves Radio Network, and that was our Tire Rack play of the day. And by the way, Eli White, remember that. That'll be the answer to a trivia question. What big leaguer hit home runs in the state of Tennessee? The answer
He was the first, yeah. For over
Eli.
40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Happy Nolan Ryan Day. We're going to talk about that in a minute, plus last one standing. Lots to get to on the show, but we've been talking about this Speedway Classic and how Mother Nature didn't want to help the situation.
Yeah,
and
it happens, dude. It happens in sports. It happens in life. You know, Mother Nature doesn't always cooperate. And I think the lesson is being able to roll with the punches. Like, you know, make the best you can out of it. Like that one guy said, hey, listen, we went under a tent, tailgated, had food, and drank. Like, you know, you just got to make the best of it. And, you know, there's nothing you could do, right? So,
it's funny to laugh back on, but in the moment, it sucks.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Danny G and I were just saying, if you've ever been up to the Bay Area in San Francisco, I remember taking a friend up there, and they just wanted a picture with them and their wife in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. But some days, it is just clouds and fog layer in front of the bridge. You're like,
one big Charlie Haze.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just
then
one big haze.
on the Central Coast, Morro Bay is like a romantic getaway spot. Take your significant other for the weekend. And Morro Rock, 3 stacks in a rock, really famous. There's weekends where you don't see the rock at all, just fog. And so some people think it's not even there.
Yeah.
So I'll say this again because we've been talking so high on baseball. The Field of Dreams game, amazing. And, again, that's under construction right now. So they went and did the Rickwood Field game, that East-West Classic. That was really great in Birmingham, Alabama. This one, the intention was fantastic. Like, it was looking so promising, 85,000 plus. But, again, the downpour got in the way. We'll wrap it up with one more phone call. Who do we got, Danny G?
Oh, let's go to some usually beautiful weather in Honolulu. Butch.
What's up, Butchie?
Hey, Butch.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, so 2 stories. I'll make it short. One is a good one. At Aloha Stadium about 3 or 4 years ago in Honolulu, Guns N' Roses was playing, and when they started playing November Rain, it was raining.
That's cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
Yeah,
sometimes
that's pretty cool.
if you're okay with the weather being a little suspect, sometimes it makes for a memorable moment. Covino's right. In the moment, you might be like, ugh. But looking back, I saw Aerosmith at, what's that outdoor place? There's a PNC Art in Jersey. Yeah. It was pouring, and he was singing Dream On in the Rain. And looking back, I'm like, that was probably one of the coolest moments I've ever seen. So you got to just accept it.
My other weather story is a cruise from Texas, supposed to be down to Mexico through the Gulf. Hurricane, 5 days on the ship, only got off once and spent like $1,200 on booze.
Yeah, it happens, man. We've all been there, and that's, you can wrap it up with that. We've all been on a vacation. We've all had plans to go to a big game, Kentucky Derby, a golf event, U.S. Open, tennis. You plan on going somewhere. Weather doesn't cooperate. It happens. Baseball, unfortunately, was the sucker this weekend that didn't plan accordingly. And you know fields drain differently based on how official they are. Danny, out here in the Valley, looking around, there's fields that drain perfectly because they put money into it, and then there's others where if it rains, no one's playing for a week. So it's all about the drainage. So
Tiling.
Iowa Sam,
It's all about the Benjamins, bro.
Yeah.
So next hour, we talk Luka, last one standing, and we got to celebrate Nolan Ryan Day next.
If you don't know what that is, well, it's the anniversary. 1993 on this day, someone took a knuckle sandwich, and that guy was Robin Ventura at the hands of a 46-year-old Nolan Ryan, which, by the way, looking back, I thought 46, he was ancient. And now I'm like, no, not so much. All right, we got more Covino and Rich next right here on Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes. I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is
The Texas Longhorns are the preseason number 1 in college football's coaches poll. Ohio State is second. Those two schools will face off in Columbus to open the college football season on Saturday, August 30th. The rest of the top 5 is Penn State at 3, Georgia at 4, Notre Dame coming in at number 5. Some news from the NFL. Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders returned to practice today after missing Saturday with a sore shoulder. Dylan Gabriel, fellow rookie on the Browns, sat out practice today because of tightness in his hamstring. Colts released a depth chart that had Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson as their first-team quarterback, while the Jaguars' depth chart lists Travis Hunter as a first-team wide receiver and the two-way player is listed as a second-team cornerback. Falcons gave right tackle Caleb McCrary a 2-year extension worth $30 million. The 2026 men's and women's NCAA basketball tournaments will remain at 68 teams. De'Aaron Fox gets a 4-year max extension from the Spurs. I'm Dan Byer.
Let's do this. Come on.
Hey, was that Donald Trump? I heard he's a big fan of Sydney Sweeney's ass. I mean, ad.
Yeah, her ad, yeah.
Her ad.
I love her ad.
Because she's a registered Republican.
Ovalia.
Sydney Sweeney. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with CNR on FSR, broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. If you missed any of today's show, any show ever, you want to catch the podcast, search Covino and Rich wherever you get your podcast. And after the show, the podcast goes up courtesy of Danny G.
Yeah.
5-star review, because anything less is uncivilized. Enjoy the best of Covino and Rich.
All right. Now, I want to get right into this. It's the anniversary. It's the anniversary.
Well, can I say this too, Rich, before I wish you a happy anniversary?
Yeah.
We're going to give away prizes this hour. We got the Grand Poobah, the grand champion, Dan Byer there. And we got to compete in last one standing.
Can't wait.
So, giving away prizes. And if we have time, we got to talk about this Portland Pickle stupid story that happened over the weekend. Because I think I'm the only guy that believes it. And I'll explain why.
All right, we'll talk about pickles.
Okay.
And we'll talk about Luka. Well, but right now, the anniversary of a moment that it's very hard to get out of your head. When you think Robin Ventura, I think 3 things. I remember his rookie card having like projected value. I remember, I need to get a Ventura rookie. I remember him hitting a Grand Slam single. And I remember him getting his ass whooped by Nolan Ryan. On this day, 1993, guy got a knuckle sandwich to the noggin.
Pretty embarrassing. And it was so uncharacteristic of a young Robin Ventura. He was a stellar player. How about the fact that he had 294 home runs, a lifetime average of 267. He was an all-star. He was an all-star with the Yankees. He was good on every team he played for. He was just a solid player, solid defender on the hot corner. But, yeah, unfortunately, we remember him for getting noogies from an old-ass Nolan Ryan. And Nolan Ryan was 46. I would have thought back then he was 146.
I know. And by the way, when you think of Robin Ventura, I think as I believe Dan Patrick will say, he's in the Hall of Good. He's not a Hall of Famer, but Robin Ventura was a staple in Major League Baseball for a good decade plus. Like, Robin Ventura was a solid ball player.
No doubt. And that's why it's a shame. It's not quite Dwight Evans, where Dwight Evans was a really great player and will forever be synonymous with the error. Robin Ventura is a really good player, yet it's a shame we still think of him getting pounded in the head by Nolan Ryan.
Were you thinking Bill Buckner? You said Dwight Evans.
Did I say Dwight Evans? That's so weird.
What makes you? Why is Dwight Evans on your mind?
Well, he's another Red Sox. That's
with
so
a
weird
with a great mustache.
With a great mustache.
No, maybe
yeah,
that's it.
Very
I was
strange.
Like, Dwight Evans. What error did he make?
Bill. I'm sorry, Bill Buckner. Yeah, we're forever thinking of that guy. So it's a shame that he's remembered that way. And
I love the backstory. The backstory, if you've never watched the documentary.
Well, again, it was 1993. That's the thing. It's the anniversary today.
If you've never watched a documentary facing Nolan, first of all, I would highly recommend it. Go check it out. It's a great watch. You realize what a great influence his wife was, how deep down inside Nolan Ryan, for a guy with the most strikeouts in Major League Baseball history, he's more of like a cowboy rancher than a ball player. Like the guy played baseball, it's felt like he was good at it, but his heart and soul is that he's like a rancher. That's what he is. He's a country boy.
Mm-hmm.
And to think a country boy ends up playing in New York, Southern California. Meanwhile, the guy's Texas, right? And old-ass Nolan Ryan at the time, who is way better than 20-somethings now, is on the hill. And here's the story that you learn in the documentary. I don't want to give away too much, but it's important to tell the backstory on the anniversary. Because we all just picture Nolan Ryan, like you said, punching Ventura in the head, giving him noogies, right?
Like Three Stooges.
If you haven't seen this documentary, there's two factors. Early on in Nolan Ryan's career, someone had charged the mound. And Nolan Ryan was a bit timid, like he wasn't ready for it. And he regretted it. He regretted for being a big, tough guy that he is. He regretted not being ready for that moment. So he said, if someone ever charges the mound again, I'm going to have to whoop their ass.
Right. He had this mental note in his back pocket for the rest of his career.
Like, I won't let that happen again. Like, all right, so someone charged him out. I sort of looked a little soft. Like, Nolan Ryan, if this happens again, someone charges me, I'm going to be the aggressor and whoop their ass. Robin Ventura is a young player. Robin Ventura does not want to charge the mound. But the sentiment was, listen, if someone gets hit, just to send the message, you have to charge the mound.
Yeah, it was established pre-game, right? The team had already said, whoever gets hit, you have to do this to let it be known we're not going to take that sort of
a young Robin Ventura
thing.
Was like, I don't want it. Do you think I want to charge the mound at old ass who I probably admire, Nolan Ryan? So Nolan Ryan is all ready for the moment. Like, yo, if this is about to go down, I'm not backing down. And Robin Ventura, you could tell he hesitates because he's reluctant because he's a young kid, so he has to listen to the veterans like, if you get hit, you're charging. So you could see the reluctance from Ventura with the aggression of Nolan Ryan, which is why it ended in an ass whooping. Because Robin Ventura never wanted
Nolan
to
Ryan
do it.
went Coco Savage. Do you remember Coco Savage from the game Matt Mania?
Yeah.
He went Coco Savage on him, just hitting him on the top of the dome. It was so embarrassing. You know what? Can somebody count how many consecutive punches he got on the top of the dome? Because it was legendary. And that got us thinking on this anniversary, 1993, at the age of 46, was there a fight or a moment or a brawl that forever changed the image of somebody in your mind? That fight changed how you thought of that person. Let us know at 877-99 on Fox. It could have been just a regular fight, but on the diamond, on the court, these things will definitely leave an impression for sure.
I think there's a bunch of these that leave an impression. In fact, if you want to keep it current before we reminisce a little bit, Sophie Cunningham, or as Sam calls her, Sophie Stunningham. Her simply getting the back of Caitlin Clark and roughing up some other WNBA women. She gained 1 million Instagram followers, ad campaigns, and now Sophie Cunningham is a known name in the WNBA. And I think the origin of that is simply just defending Caitlin Clark.
She gained a reputation for sure.
Yeah.
It helped her in a big way. And now she's out there calling people out, and she's sort of bold on her podcast. So she is leaning into it now. I mean, it's who she is, but that put it on a major, major scale, on a major platform.
I think if you want to talk about adding to the reputation of someone, or maybe Covino creating a villain status, when Pedro Martinez threw down old-ass Don Zimmer.
It changed his image. I mean, Yankees fans hated him already because he was a Red Sox.
But that's what we're talking
that,
about, moments where you look at the person different.
Yeah, everybody hated him after that. And looking back, what was he supposed to do? You got some old guy. You know, I always picture Don Zimmer. I picture him wearing the Army helmet in that moment, even though he wasn't. You got an old guy in an Army helmet charging at you. You know, what are you supposed to do? He did the old Olay and tossed him.
Yeah, he's a matador.
Right. So
honestly, Sam, looking back, Covino's right. what was Pedro supposed to do? He did the most gentle thing. He just sort of went to the side.
Stiff arm and just let him.
He went to the side. And he treated Don Zimmer like a bull.
But at the time, man, it just made him even more villainous. You're right. We're like, him and his stupid Jerry curl. Yeah, how could he do that to the old guy, old Zim, old Popeye? How could he do that? And we hated him for it. In other baseball ones, Rich, that forever changed our impression. I think it changed his own impression of himself. We always say Bautista was never the same after he got roughed up by Roof Ned. So we got this impression that Roof Ned was some sort of badass that you wanted on your clubhouse. And he was. He was a personality guy. But we forever, in our mind, were like, him and his beard, we associate him as a tough guy that ruined the career of Joey Bats. Well, the confidence was gone after
Roof
that.
Ned Odor, that was a moment where you're like, oh, snap, like Bautista's it's a little softer than I thought maybe. I know it's just one moment, but we saw what we thought was the bully get bullied, right, by the smaller guy, and it lowered his stock and raised Roof Ned's as a result. So the times on Nolan Ryan Day, the times where these moments changed your impression of somebody. I got a couple more. I don't want to steal all the answers. I don't want to pull a Sam. Kidding.
I got a bunch.
Who did Albert Bell level at second base?
Fernando Vina.
Did he get up yet?
Of the Mariners, yeah. I mean, he leveled them, dude. And you know what? There's a backstory to that, too. And Albert Bell, if you guys don't remember, he was like Mike Tyson in a baseball uniform. That dude was hitting bombs. And if you look up his stats, Rich, they're like insanely impressive.
Yeah.
I think the backstory was he warned Vina once before. Like, he warned him, like, yo, if you're in my way, I'm going to knock you down. You do that again. Like, he told his story in recent history that there was a backstory to it. It wasn't like a one and done. He had like a run in and said, if you're in my way again, I'm knocking you down. So he made it memorable. And that dude, he got airtime.
Maybe the best thing Albert Bell ever did was try to convince everybody that he wasn't going to take first base when he got beamed.
He got hit by a pitch and he wanted to go for another home run. You remember that? And he's like, nah.
He's like, I'm not going. No, I'll stay here.
That's a great
I will not take first base.
That's a great clip. And by the way, Rich, I did just a little research. When Pedro tossed Don Zimmer was 72, but he felt like he was 92.
Yeah, my dad's 73 and plays tennis every weekend.
Right,
like
exactly.
Don Zimmer looked. That.
Back then, we thought he was like the oldest guy that ever was.
My goodness.
Elder abuse.
Let me give you one more, and then we'll go straight to the phone calls. This is one I know no one will say. Well, actually, you know what? I'll give you two more quickies that no one will say, and then I'll let you go with the ones I'm sure you're all thinking about.
Okay.
A guy that used to work on this network, Jim Rome.
Yeah.
When Chris Everett, Jim Everett.
Call me that one more time.
When he had the huevos to flip over the table and go at Jim Rome, aren't you like, yo, you don't F with Chris Everett? Jim Everett. That
was the wildest clip ever. That was like one of the first viral things that the world was down with. That was so crazy. And people still debate if that was real or not.
I'll give you one from the 80s, and then we'll go to your feedback immediately. Danny G. I know he was a West Coast guy, but he played for the Reds. He played for a few teams. Remember Eric Davis?
Oh yeah,
dude, he was a badass. He was strong.
Kidding me, dude? He was. He had all tool. He was a 5-tool player for sure.
Rich, do we remember him? We had 2 full plastic sheets of all his baseball cards.
Yeah. Eric Davis was such, in my opinion, a badass, an athlete. Even off the field, you had the sense that he could whoop your ass, right? He got in a fight.
He was intimidating.
He got in a fight with Ray Knight, corny-ass Ray Knight on the Mets. And Ray Knight, held his own. In fact, took the first punch and was roughing up Eric Davis. And I remember thinking, Ray Knight? Detroit Tiger, New York Met with a mullet Ray Knight? To me, that made me think Ray Knight really was, that tough 80s Met that everyone thought he was.
All right, I'll give you one more, too, and then we'll go to the phones, okay? One more, because... And especially baseball stands out so much because baseball brawls are always so much fun.
Are you going to talk about someone throwing haymakers?
Yes. All right, 1998, Armando Benitez is pitching for the Orioles, right?
Yeah. What team was he blowing saves for then?
Oh, he was. Yeah, he was the villain in this story though for the Orioles, and he hits Tino Martinez in the back, and you can picture Tino going, right, dude? This full out brawl. Everyone comes running out, but dude, not only was Darryl Strawberry throwing haymakers, which was great, right? But I expected that. I expected Darryl to be there defending his team, which was awesome. So he just gained more respect because I love that from Darryl Strawberry because he's such a New York legend, and it was so cool to see him. He's a big dude. But if you remember, there was a 6'6" kangaroo from Australia coming out of the bullpen named Graham Lloyd, who was a lefty specialist for the Yankees. And that dude came out so aggressive, bro, throwing punches like crazy. That Goonberger, in my mind, was one of the coolest Yankees after that because I was like, yo, who thought that dude was so tough? And who'd have known that he had his team's back that hard? It was so cool.
Wasn't Graham Lloyd Australian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graham Lloyd.
He was the big Australian guy, and he was like a big, nerdy-looking guy. But if you watch that clip back, aside from Darryl Strawberry, he's the one that stands out, that he led that charge.
All right, let's go to your feedback. Let's start with John in Minnesota. What's up, John?
How you doing, Covino and Rich?
What's up,
and
man?
Danny G.
What's up?
How you? Well, I do like Nolan Ryan beating up Ventura. That was fun, but I underestimated old people. They got something in their back pocket for like 50 years or something, and they just when they get mad, they get mad.
Yo,
that's the old guy strength, man.
Old guy strength. I think I've told Covino the story once before. Old people, they also come to a point where they don't give an F anymore. I remember my grandfather, when my grandfather was still alive, I remember going with him to pick up food, takeout, and some young kid said to my grandfather, hey, old guy, there's something underneath your car, like your muffler or something's hanging. My grandfather got down on his hands and knees, trying to go under his car, and he's like, I don't see nothing. The kid goes, hey, just messing with you, old guy. My grandfather punched this kid in the face. And I just remember being like, yo, I guess you get to an age where you're like, I don't care.
Rich, you don't care, but remember, they always say, especially in boxing, your strength is the last to go, a la George Foreman. Your speed, your endurance, your stamina, all that goes, but your strength stays with you. Sometimes it's even better because you got that man strength behind you.
Which is why people thought Tyson had a shot, right?
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, Nolan Ryan was 46, but he was an old 46. That's a 1993 46. And Robin Ventura was 26. So there was a 20-year age difference, and we're still talking about it today.
Let's go to Steve, Kentucky. What's up, man?
Not much. Great show, gentlemen. Always entertaining.
Oh, thanks.
I was going to the old time, I guess, being an old guy, All-Star game, Major League Baseball, Pete Rose plowing into Ray Fosse to get the run. Like it wasn't just an All-Star game to him; it was a game.
Yeah,
and
yeah, he annihilated him.
Yeah, they're never the same. So,
and in that same vein, Buster Posey and Scott Cousins changed the rules.
Yeah, recently, Danny, on a similar play, Chase Utley has spoken about how, like, if he could do it again, he would have slid different. He was not trying to break Tejada's leg on the Mets, but Chase Utley has a reputation. I know that wasn't a fight, so to say, Covino, but some of those moments do change your reputation.
So, again, that's what we're talking about. Your image changed of that person after watching this fight. Maybe they were wimpier than you thought. Maybe they were cooler and tougher than you thought. 877-99 on Fox, because Nolan Ryan, man, it changed both ways. What a badass you thought. And Robin Ventura, you're like, oh, man, poor guy. How do you erase that image away from your highlight reel? The number one or two has to be Tim Anderson, if people haven't brought it up yet. Like, you never thought of that guy the same way after he was knocked out by Jose Ramirez. And then you think Jose Ramirez, like, what a badass. You think he's the man. Tim Anderson, I don't think, much like Joey Bats, ever recovered from that.
No. Listen, these things are memorable. They stick in your head. What are you thinking about Michael in Virginia? What's up, man?
Hey, real quick, I remember Latrell Sprewell, he got in a fight with his head coach. That forever changed his image in the NBA. He wasn't the same, looked at his, after that.
Same with Ron Artest, because it just stuck with them.
I picture Van Gundy to be a little cooler when he was like
hanging on the leg.
When he's hanging on the leg. I'm like, he's there with his team. I always thought Van Gundy, I thought he was a little more baller.
Such a funny moment, dude. There's I don't know how famous it is, but We all thought Dave Winfield was a badass growing up. He's one of the only major leaguers drafted in all the major sports, right?
Yeah.
Except for hockey. And he probably would have been drafted in hockey if he could ice skate.
And hot dog eating, he wasn't.
And hot dog.
Yeah.
But that's a bragging right in itself. He could have went basketball, NFL, but he went Padres and eventually Yankees. And when he was on the Yankees, dude, it was like Mike Heath or somebody. I'm drawing a blank. I think it was a catcher for Detroit, maybe. Not Matt Noakes, but I'm drawing a blank on who it was. But Danny G, if you look it up, Dave Winfield gets in a brawl with the catcher of the team and grabs the catcher by the throat, dude, like some Undertaker stuff. And that dude couldn't even, like, get at him because Dave Winfield's so big. Look it up, man. It's wild. So when you're a kid and you see that, that's like, those are lasting impressions. Like, it was forever cemented in my brain that Dave Winfield not only was a man of class, remember he was like the classy guy, he would whoop your ass if it came down to it.
Mike Heath, the catcher of the A's.
Oh, it was. I was right.
You're
Okay.
right. And, I've seen videos of that since I was a little kid.
So, yeah, like you were like, man, you don't mess with that guy. These things, they last in your mind, and that's what we're talking about because of Nolan Ryan today on this day.
One last one. We'll go to South Carolina. Say hi to John. What's up, John?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Not too much. Hey, so first and foremost, you know, baseball players are the worst fighters in the world. We all know that.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
But I will tell you this. The two toughest I've ever seen, Don Baylor.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Don Baylor was a badass, but the toughest guy on the Mets was Lenny Dykstra.
Oh, old nails? Yeah. I mean, Dykstra's a tough SOB. And, you know, Don Baylor, I believe, isn't he like the league leader of all time as far as hit by pitch, right?
He used to step into the pitch.
So, I mean, like,
you lean into him.
Plenty of opportunities when you get hit all the time like Don Baylor. But those are good examples, man.
Rich,
for sure.
you know who, to wrap it up, and we'll take your phone calls later on, or you get us up at Covino and Rich. Sometimes you gain a good respect because you don't know how tough these players really are. But like guys like Bryce Harper, you know they're great players. But remember when he charged a mound on, was it Hunter Strickland or whatever? Remember they had all that beef, and he throws his helmet at him, and they went brawling. Like, it gives him that extra edge of like, not only is he a great ball player and a good-looking stud, but he doesn't take any yes, and that gains more respect from me. But props to Bryce Harper, too.
All right, well, hey, coming up next here on Covino and Rich, like, again, you could always hit us up at Covino and Rich if you couldn't get through. Always love to get the feedback, most interactive show. But we are going to give away a prize. We're going to play Last One Standing, test your knowledge when you're under the pressure, when the clock is ticking. We'll play next, Last One Standing, right here. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
Now, from searching online to asking your friends and family, there are lots of ways to look for jobs, but what if you had a team of experts that can help you find the right role? Your local Express Employment Pros office is your one connection to endless job opportunities. With just one application, they can help you find a job at a company that fits your needs. Visit expresspros.com.
And as always, Express never charges job seekers a fee. With more than 870 locations, there's an office nearby ready to help you. So Express knows when local companies are hiring, even for jobs that may not be posted yet. So Express also offers benefits, competitive pay, and in just one interview, they're prepared to present you multiple companies that fit your needs.
Go to expresspros.com, get started, and discover for yourself what it's like to have support in your job search. You can also start your job search through the Express Jobs app. Download it today to search jobs, apply, and contact your local Express team. It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say. It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it. You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over. and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's
Covino and Rich. I'm live from Union, New Jersey right now.
Good for you.
Bi-coastal.
Good for
Rich
you and your
is live
Taylor
from-
ham.
Yeah, that's right. I'm eating a Taylor ham sandwich as we speak. Some pizza later on. Rich is live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Is there any truth to the fact that you are there to give the third-place Yankees a pep talk?
Oh, dude. And by the way, if it stays this way, I think they face the Red Sox in the playoffs, so maybe reigniting that rivalry. I don't know. They're so bad, it's gross. I can't even think about watching them later on. But, Rich, I really loved our last conversation. If you want to participate on that. The fights in life and sports where your impression of somebody really changed.
It happens.
Defining moments.
Listen, it happens where you ever see some of those leaked videos from sets of movies and stuff where an actor flips out and you're like, ooh, my impression has changed of them.
Well, dude, it happens in actual fighting. Like De La Hoya was a pretty boy that no one wanted to believe in until he beat the ass of Julio Cesar Chavez, Sugar Ray Leonard, until he beat Hagler. Like, there's a lot of people that are downplayed until they beat those really rough and tough guys, right? And then these pretty boys step up and you're like, wow, man, they're tougher than I thought. They're lasting impressions, and today we celebrate Nolan Ryan, who was old as hell. In 93, he was 46, and he whooped the ass of a 26-year-old Robin Ventura on this day, forever changing the impression that we had of both of them all those years ago. All right, if you look at the time, we do it every Monday. Let's play Last One Standing.
All right, I have 4 categories ready to go if needed a tiebreaker. Each contestant gets 5 seconds to stay alive in the round. If you run out of time or answer incorrectly, Iowa Sam will take you out with his big bad buzzer.
No.
Do not want to hear that.
You won't.
We keep battling until you are the last one standing. If you win 2 of the rounds, you are the top dog. Here are the contestants. 9-time winner Steve Covino.
You better believe it.
Thanks.
Repping Jersey today.
Sticks worse than the Yankees.
And in the L.A. studios, 11-time winner Rich Davis.
Yes.
Got a bigger head than Mr. Met.
The leader in the clubhouse, 30-time winner Dan Byer.
I've already been wrong once today. That Nolan Ryan tidbit with the Robin Ventura. I saw a clip of him winning his 300th game that somebody, quote, retweeted. But it was 5 days ago. But they, for some reason, did it today. So that's why I was thrown off.
Oh.
Good to be here.
And by the way, Covino, you were wrong as well. If the season ended today, the Yankees would play the Astros, which I don't know if that's any better. Another rivalry for you guys. But
well, then I better stop looking at TikTok memes.
Lots of corrections today. A caller called and said, also, you got it wrong. The guy that was famous for sliding on the tarp, Mark Burley.
No, Ventura did it too. Absolutely. Tell him to look it up.
I'm telling you, the Department of Corrections called. All right. Eric in Washington State is going to be our contestant with us today. What up, E?
Hey, how's it going?
Eric, what do you do for a living there?
I work in maintenance and I own my own coffee shop.
Oh,
nice, man.
Oh,
Ooh,
cool.
I love coffee.
What's your best-selling
Mocha
coffee?
Joe's?
What's your number one selling coffee there?
It's probably one of our specialty drinks in 4th Street.
Oh. How about a nice warm cup of shut the hell up, Danny G, and let's play this game.
Send me some beans. Send me some beans.
I'm stalling for Spot. He's got all the anxiety over there. He's the fact checker.
All right, here we go.
When I say your name, the clock's going to start. The first category is under the big top. You have 5 seconds to name an NFL team who's one of the 17 largest TV markets in the league.
Oh.
Top 17 TV markets in the NFL. Covino, you're up first, starting now.
New York Football Giants.
Giants, number 1, 7.5.
Rich.
New York Jets. I'll throw that. We'll get these
tied at number 1, 7.5 million. There you go.
Byer.
I'll take the Rams.
The Rams, number 3, with 5.8 million.
Eric.
I'll take Cowboys.
Cowboys, number 6 with 3.3 million.
Good call, Covino.
Let's do
3, 2.
the Chargers.
Chargers tied at 3 with 5.8 million. Nice pull.
Rich.
The Chicago Bears.
The Bears, number 5, 3.7 million.
Buyer.
49ers.
49ers, number 12 with 2.5 million.
Yeah, San Francisco Bay Area. Eric.
Oh, boy.
3.
Atlanta.
What do you say? Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, Falcons, 2.8 million, number 9.
Nice.
9.
Covino.
Man.
Come on.
3.
I'm thinking that the Patriots have to be, but New England. So, yeah, I'm thinking Boston area.
Yeah, New England, 2.6 million.
Okay.
Rich.
Love it. Number 11.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles, number 7, 3.1 million.
Buyer.
Commanders.
Commanders, number 10, 2.6 million.
What a battle in this category. Eric.
Dolphins.
Dolphins, not on the list.
Back to Covino.
Man, Miami's not in it.
3, 2.
Vikings, no.
Yes, actually. Number 17, bottom of the list, 1.9 million.
Minnesota over Miami?
Don't doubt yourself, Jedi Knight. Rich.
Houston Texans.
Texans, number 8, 2.8 million.
Buyer.
Cardinals.
Cardinals, number 14, 2.2 million.
Covino.
The Saints.
Saints, not on the list.
All right, between Rich and
Got
DB.
3 more left.
Rich. 3, 2, 1.
I'm going to go Seattle.
Yes, and you'd be right. Seahawks, 15.
It's a long second there.
Right, I know. I know.
You know what I'll tell you what I'm picturing afterwards. Go on.
All right,
Dan Buyer. Hating you?
I'm going to say Denver.
Denver, not on the list.
Wow. Is Detroit on the list?
Detroit is the Lions are 16 with 1.9 million, and you missed the Bucks. Tampa Bay, not Miami, with 2.2w million.
You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of
in those 8 seconds that you got in the countdown. What were you thinking?
What I was thinking of,
what
Dan
a
Buyer.
farce.
What I was thinking of was
he was thinking about his next vacation. He had so much time.
hey, I had backups that were on the list. I was thinking of.
He was thinking about dinner tonight.
I was thinking about if I'm going to get Chipotle or Chick-fil-A. I was thinking of radio market sizes when we were on our come up, like how big the market was. And
that's why I was surprised Miami over Minnesota.
Yeah, because Miami was always a top 20 market, so that is interesting.
All right. So Rich gets that category barely. Second category
thinking about
now.
his ancestors.
Yeah. Selling stock. You have 5 seconds to name an MLB team who has 56 losses or more this season. Starting with Eric this time. All right, Eric, your time starts right now.
Colorado.
Number 1, 81 losses.
Buyer.
White Sox.
White Sox, number 2, 70.
Rich.
The Washington Nationals.
Nationals, number 3 with 67.
In order. Covino. 3.
The Orioles.
Orioles, number 7 with 61.
Back to Eric.
Oh, boy.
3, 2, 1.
Oakland A's. Oh, sorry, Sacramento A's.
We'll give it to him.
Yeah.
4 with 65.
Buyer.
Pirates.
Pirates, number 5 with 64.
Rich.
How many losses you said?
56 or more.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks, number 9 with 59.
Covino. 3.
Oh, man.
2.
The White Sox.
White Sox
already
were
said.
They were said.
Give us another one. Cubs.
Cubs, not on the list.
No, come on.
All right.
You took 3 of my answers.
Cubs are good this year.
Eric.
Pirates.
Already said.
Quickly.
Marlins.
Marlins, number 12, 56.
Buyer.
Braves.
Braves, 63.
Good bowl. Rich.
Number 6.
The Angels.
Angels have 58, number 10.
Back to Eric. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, E out of there. Buyer.
Gosh. Twins?
Twins, 59.
Good
59
pull.
losses.
Rich.
Cardinals.
57 losses, 13.
Back to Buyer.
Royals?
56 losses.
Nice. On the dot. Rich. 3, 2, 1.
Padres.
Buyer
No.
wins that round.
Yep. You guys missed the. What did you have said next, Buyer?
Rays.
Rays, yep. 58, and the Giants with 56.
Oh, that was cool, yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Rich and Buyer on the board.
It helps with the standings in front of you guys. I don't know. I'm just
Wait, are you looking over my shoulder? Hold on.
All right. Third category. Can I borrow $1? You have 5 seconds to name an NFL player who's top 25 right now in annual salary, according to Spot Track. So annual salary.
Top 25 players?
Yes.
First and last name, please. It helps me.
Covino, you're going to be up first, starting right now.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, number 14 with 45 million.
Rich.
Joseph Burrow.
Joseph Burrow, number 2 with 55 million.
Buyer.
Dak.
Dak, number 1, 60 million.
Eric.
Watt.
Who?
Do you say Watt?
TJ Watt.
Watt?
Yes.
Yes. Number 17 with 41 million.
Covino.
Saquon Barkley.
Quan Barkley. Let's see. Not on the list.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's a running back, dude.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah,
This is annual, so
shove that up your nose, Rich Davis. Pompous doofus.
Always
does that.
Just out of the list.
I'm just saying. Just go.
Not on the list?
Not on the list.
Okay. Rich.
Not on the top 20.
Brock Purdy.
Brock, number 7, 53 million.
Buyer.
Herbert.
Just number 9, 52.5
Yes,
million.
sir. Eric.
Totally blanket, but I'm just going to say Mayfield.
What do you say, Baker?
Baker Mayfield.
Not on the list.
He's just underneath. Yeah, the top 25. Back to Rich.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor, number 2, 55 million.
Buyer.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love, number 2, or tied at number 2, 55 million.
All right, Rich.
No. I go.
Oh,
No, you got
You're out.
Saquon Barkley.
No, Barkley
Yeah.
wasn't on the top 25.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate all of you.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, yes, also 55 million.
Back to Buyer.
Myles Garrett.
Miles has 40 million, number 19.
Rich. 3, 2.
Nick
One.
Bosa.
Nick Bosa, yes, right at the bottom, 34 million.
Buyer.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar has, I saw him, where is he?
Yes.
40.25 million.
Richard.
I'm having a hard time pronouncing his name. Mr. President, can you help me?
Oh, jeez.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Stop it.
Is that on?
Yes,
okay.
number 6 with 53.1 million.
Boy. Rich is using drops in the game.
Thank you. I'm
Jeez.
that good, guys. I'm that good.
Yeah, Buyer. Should be disqualified.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, it's 7 with 53 million.
Okay, back to Rich. No drops, please.
Jared Goff.
3.
Where are we going here? Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, number 23 with
Oh,
35 million.
man. Buyer.
What about Mahomes?
It was already
I
said.
said
Oh.
it. Yeah, I was said already.
Okay, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, 42 million.
Back to Rich.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, number 11 with 51
Wow,
million.
Buyer.
How many names do we have left?
A lot, actually. A few.
How long is this game going for?
About 7 left. Keep going.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yes, 24,
Oh,
right
back
at the
to-
bottom, 34 million.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, 46 million
Oh,
at
wow.
13.
man.
That's what actually, I almost want to wave the white flag for.
No, keep going.
Dan's like, I got to do my update, guys.
I know.
And we still got to talk about the Portland Pickles.
I had to go through the. Gosh.
3.
Yeah, I don't have an answer.
Nothing. Oh, Rich is the last one standing.
Wow.
Dan like gave it to me.
He
Well,
did.
hold on. We just watched
Just give me
quarterback.
one name.
No,
Cousins
yeah,
has to be
couldn't-
on that list too, right?
Cousins
A.J. Brown?
is, A.J. Brown not on the list.
Okay.
Cousins had 45 million. He's at 14.
Yeah.
You missed Kyler Murray with 46.1.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, no one said.
Oh,
52
jeez.
million.
Right.
Jeez.
And
Oh, my God.
Daniel Hunter, 35.6 million.
Eric in Washington State, thank you for playing. And DB with the update right now.
What's up, Dan Byer?
Thank you.
Guys, the Texas Longhorns and Ohio State Buckeyes are 1-2 in the coaches' preseason college football poll. They're going to play each other on Saturday, August 30th to open up the college football season. Penn State, Georgia, and Notre Dame round out the top 5. Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders back on the practice field today. He missed Saturday because of a sore shoulder. Fellow rookie quarterback Dylan Gabriel sat out practice because of tightness in his hamstring. Falcons gave right tackle Caleb McCrary a 2-year extension. Spurs and guard De'Aaron Fox a 4-year max extension worth $229 million. And the NCAA Senior VP of Basketball, Dan Gavitt, says the 2026 men's and women's tournaments will stay at 68 teams, but they are still discussing on whether to expand in 2027. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Dan Byer. Good game. That was always a great game when you win, right? Always a good game.
It was a good game. It was a really, really good battle.
By the way, get the spot was when you think of all it was all quarterbacks for the most part, right? All right. Well, listen, we have more thoughts.
Few receivers.
We'll talk some pickles next. Hey, more COVINO Rich right here on Fox Sports Radio.
It's COVINO and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar? Yeah. Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, COVINO thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, COVINO, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
COVINO and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs...
It's the show live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Actually, I'm here in Jersey. Rich, Danny G, Iowa Sam, Dan Byer, they're all in Los Angeles. Spotty Boy
What's up, man?
at the Fox Sports Radio studio. It's time for a new job.
What?
Is it time for a new job?
I hope not. I love this job.
Well, not for us.
Oh, okay.
But it might be for you. Well, then it's time for Express Employment Professionals. Quit the endless online job search and list to the pros. Express never charges job seekers a fee if you go to expresspros.com. Now, quick reminder before we wrap up the show. We're in for Dan Patrick Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday next week.
Ooh.
So join us early in the morning. And if you missed us in for the herd last week, Thursday and Friday, catch it on the podcast. Search Covino and Rich. And we had a really great, I thought one of our best overpromised last week. That's our bonus pod, episode 103. We talked about Sophie Stunningham, talking about how Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA. She said, if you disagree, then you're dumb. So we talked about other things that if you disagree, then you're just dumb.
Yeah.
And we broke it down, overpromised, Fox Sports Radio's YouTube page. Please subscribe. It's free. I'm Covino. That is Rich. And over the weekend, aside from all the Bristol Speedway Classic debacles and everything else, Naked Gun, there was a story that swept the nation, and we might have to talk about it more tomorrow. But it involved the Portland Pickles, the baseball team. They decide to do something cool once in a while where they incorporate a fan, and they bring a fan into the game. It's like the ultimate fantasy situation.
Yes.
Like, who, me?
Yeah.
Me?
Oh.
Yeah, you, kid, get over here.
And not only did the kid get in the game, he hits a bomb.
Dude, this kid had a game. He had a walk. I think he had like 9 total bases, something ridiculous. Scored a few runs. Then he gets up in a crucial situation and hits a home run.
Well, take a listen to the call.
Payoff pitch. High fly ball. Left center field. Are you kidding me? 4 letters, 1 word.
The fan.
God.
The fan hits a home run.
The fan. It's a fan. It's a fan they pulled out. Like, you're the fan of the game. You're in the game. It's a special, promotion.
Allegedly.
Sort of a bananas
Allegedly,
thing.
yeah.
Allegedly.
Okay, but this story goes viral, and his kid's like in his shorts and sneakers. In the first at bat, he's in his sneakers. In the at bat where he hits the home run, he's in his cleats. But this went viral, and then it became this online debate of, was this staged, was this fake, or did this really take place?
Oh.
Obviously it happened, but was it fake or not? Because then they end up giving the kid a contract later on.
So that's up for debate. So we'll discuss a little bit more tomorrow. Have a great Monday night. For your hope, Covino, is Max Fried going to stop the bleeding tonight for the Yankees?
Hope
We'll
so,
see.
man.
Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.